Go ahead. Make my day.
I see dead. Restless.
Milk was a bad choice.
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off.
Hello and welcome to Watchlist Rundown, the podcast where we explore the cinematic universe one ridiculous question at a time. We are so glad to have you here with us. My name is Hunter and I am one of your hosts of our show. And I'm joined by my good friend and co-host Nick.
Hello.
For today's episode, we are going to be discussing the worst. So the worst TV shows, the worst movies. It doesn't have to be what everybody else thinks is the worst. It's just what you think is the worst.
Yeah.
You want to start with anything? You got anything to start with?
Inception.
You're wrong. Watch it again. It's great.
Well, I don't think so. I did watch it again. I watched it last night to refresh.
Did you actually watch it last night?
Before I went and watched Insidious, I was like, all right, I'll give Inception another shot.
Oh.
Oh, it was even more garbage when I rewatched
It was more Was it more garbage than Insidious?
No, Insidious was pretty bad.
What would you rate Insidious?
4 out of 10.
That's pretty bad.
Well,
that's about as low as some of my lowest movies.
It has some good jump scares in it. But, they didn't get me. But also, I'm a big horror guy, so, I guess it wouldn't really get me. But
you're immune?
Not really. Evil Dead got me a couple times.
I didn't watch that one.
But, no. I don't know. And then when I was leaving the theater, there's a new Ghost song. It's called Stay. I didn't realize it was a Ghost song, but Patrick Wilson's actually singing with them. And it just...
Patrick Wilson is singing?
Yeah, he's singing the end credit song. And I was like, this is weird.
That's strange. I wouldn't see him as a singer.
No. It's very odd. I was like, this song sucks.
Okay, well, you can't say Inception if there's a movie that you just saw the other day that's worse than Inception.
Hey, you didn't say this was a top 10, my guy.
That's fair. I guess you can dislike the movie. That's fine.
I hate that movie.
You can't. How do you hate it?
I don't know. It's just so annoying. I don't know.
Wrong.
I don't know.
Okay.
Justin Gordon-Levitt and Leo DiCaprio just don't do it for me in that movie.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm sorry.
So, my worst movie, in my opinion, of all time is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No.
Well, not Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You gotta give it a
The
shot.
Last Airbender. Have you seen Avatar: The TV
bad.
show?
Yeah.
Okay. You've seen the movie?
Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's the most painful movie to watch as a fan. There's in the fandom, there's no such thing as the Last Airbender movie in Ba Sing Se.
What did you rate that movie? A 3?
3, yeah. It probably
Out of
deserves
5?
lower. No, out of 10.
Okay.
It probably deserves lower than that. Have you seen that scene? I mean, you've got to have seen it. It's been ridiculed so many times. Where they're doing the earth bending, and you have 10 dudes going, yeah, and there's one small boulder that flies across the screen.
That reminds me of that scene in Kid Rock when they're do you
know
what
I haven't seen the movie, but they're walking through the forest. Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Riley is obsessed with that movie for some reason because she watched it as a kid and loved it.
Oh man.
I've seen that scene and I'm just yep, nope, never. I will never watch it.
Well, and the memes on TikTok.
It's so embarrassing. To be the people who recorded that scene. For both of the
people
scenes.
to be in that movie.
Yeah. Well, the kid who played... First off, they changed Aang's name to Ong in the movie. That's their first mistake.
Ong.
So the kid who played Ong, literally has not been really in anything since. It literally just ruined his career.
So, Phantom Menace Anakin.
Yeah, Phantom Menace Anakin.
Jake Lloyd.
Yep, Jake Lloyd, basically. Yep. So, I hate that movie. It's terrible. It doesn't exist. I'm optimistically hopeful for the TV show just because the cast is so good.
They look great.
They all look great.
They can look great, but
have
it
you
could
seen
suck.
all of the cast for it?
I did.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. Here it is. Like, having Daniel Day Kim as Fire Lord Ozai is amazing. Like, he is.
Paul's son is Uncle Aaron?
Yes, he's Uncle Iroh.
Oh,
he's perfect.
Iroh. Sorry, not
He's
Aaron.
Aaron. Who's
I
Uncle
thought,
Aaron?
dude, I don't know why, but I thought,
Spider-Man, Uncle Aaron.
no, I thought, Jackie Chan was gonna be Uncle Aaron.
Iroh?
Iroh, whatever, however you say it. I don't
No.
know why I thought that.
No, but I think that Paul Sang-Hung Lee, is that how you say it? I don't know. I'm gonna sound racist or something. Paul Lee. Him in Mandalorian is great. He's just such a
rebel.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's just such like a calm, chill dude, and I think he's gonna kill it as Iroh. Like,
Yeah.
he looks like Iroh.
Yeah, he just needs to
The Iroh in the movie
that did not look anything
no,
like him. No,
he was like a 40-year-old, 50-year-old dude, and he was like
Wait, was that
tall
Jackie
and
Chan?
skinny. No, it was not Jackie Chan. Are you thinking like the Karate Kid movie?
I don't know, dude. I'm thinking of something. It's on my head. I know it's not Rush Hour.
But I know it's not Rush Hour. It's the only other movie I know he did. But the cast looks super good. There's Master Paku is played by A. Martinez. He is a really good actor. I really like him.
Oh, he was in
Longmire.
Curse of Chucky.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he played the priest.
Oh.
He got decapitated.
That's
That was awesome.
Spoiler alert.
Well, it's been out for like 7 years.
Anyway, I'm optimistically hopeful for the live-action TV show of Avatar, but it does not make the Last Airbender any more of a poor take on the show.
I gotcha.
I love the show. The movie does not exist.
Are you ready for my second one?
Mm-hmm.
I watched it last night as well.
You watched a lot of things last night.
I did. Well, I was up till like 7 o'clock this morning. So.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay.
Interstellar. I did not like Interstellar.
You did not like Interstellar?
I didn't like it. I was watching and I was like, this is garbage. Why do people like this movie?
You're so wrong. I can't.
I'm just kidding. I liked it. It was pretty good.
Okay, you did like it?
I did like it.
What would you rate it?
I would rate it a good 8.
8 out of 10? That's
8 out
fair.
of 10.
That's fair. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
I just like
I
seeing
was
the
gonna-
disappointment on your face.
I was gonna say. 'Cause
I do
that-
think Inception sucks though.
I would say Inception and Interstellar are on the same level. I wouldn't say one is better than the other, in my opinion. Like,
Well, your
I would,
opinion?
if somebody said, would you like to watch this one or this one? I'd say, I don't know, flip a coin, because they're both great and I love them both. Okay, do you have a real second one?
Suicide Squad.
Yes.
That movie.
I literally got... not
Just
the...
Suicide.
Just Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I got so bored watching that movie.
Jared
And-
Leto's Joker is very weird.
Bad.
I liked him in Zack Snyder's Justice League because he
That
was
was
like
different.
Yeah,
That's different.
because he was like actually being Joker, but
And he was actually
Suicide-
acting.
Yeah,
I
Suicide
feel
Squad. It was
I
just
feel
so
like Suicide
weird.
Squad was just him being Jared Leto.
For real, and his laugh in that one.
It was so bad. I hate that movie. Like, there was good things that obviously came out of it, mainly Harley Quinn.
Enchantress. I really liked
Yeah,
Enchantress.
she was cool too.
Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang, which died really, really fast.
Killer Croc was.
Meh. I don't know.
Rick Flag is what saved the movie for me.
Yeah. Honestly, the best part of the movie was the music.
Kinda. I mean, even at the music, that was kind of weird. I don't know.
I like 21 Pilots.
And
so.
Ben Affleck was Batman again in that one.
Barely.
Yeah, but he kissed Harley Quinn, so I mean,
Yeah.
well, gave her mouth to mouth. But I mean, who wouldn't want to give Harley Quinn mouth to mouth?
I think it was it was such a bad phase of DC at that point.
Yeah, that's when they were trying to start it up. Because Batman vs.
That was when they
Superman.
were trying to go not with the Snyder verse, they were trying to go with like the Whedon verse. And
No, Whedonverse was after.
was it?
Yeah, Snyderverse is still because Batman v Superman came out that March, and then Suicide Squad came out that August,
Oh yeah.
and then Justice League came out.
How do you feel about Batman v Superman?
I love it. Well, okay, hold up. I hate the theatrical cut,
Yes.
and I love the director's
So the
edition.
theatrical cut sucks, but the director's cut is so much better. Like, they add an additional 30 minutes of stuff that should not have been removed, because when you now watch it, it feels like an actual movie.
It was like a big plot point.
It was.
Like the bomb,
Yeah.
you couldn't see it because it was lead. We didn't know that. Like, come on, why'd you get rid of that?
That's like
man?
such a... Obviously, he would have saw it. Like, I don't know. I think that the director's cut adds so much more to the movie that...
Same with Suicide Squad. They do add in a lot more, which made
The
it
Ayer cut or whatever it's called?
No, the Ayer cut never came out, but there was just a director's cut.
Was there? I don't know if I ever saw that.
It came out with the Blu-ray.
Oh, I don't know if I ever saw the director's cut of that.
It was pretty good. It confirmed that Harley Quinn was the one that killed Robin and not Joker.
Interesting.
It was pretty...
I'm gonna be honest. I barely paid attention to that movie. I was so bored. So some of the stuff you're saying to me, I'm like, wait, that happened.
Yeah.
I don't even remember Robin being in the movie.
That was the first appearance of Flash, technically.
I don't remember it. I need
Well-
to. I think I don't want to, but I think I need to watch it again. Maybe I'll watch it again. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I didn't like it. That's a good one though. I would say that's a good one.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the movie Aragon?
The Dragon movie? Yeah, we talked about this when we first met.
Okay.
At the
So
theater.
I have read. It's called The Inheritance
Yep.
Cycle.
The books
The
were
books.
way better.
Incredible. They are like... I'll probably get people mad at me for this, but I feel like they're like Lord of the Rings tier books. Like,
Okay, I don't know about that one.
they're not... J.R. Tolkien has had years to have his books marinate and have so many people read them, and it's like a cult classic. Like, it's Tolkien and it's the Lord of the Rings. Aragon has not had that time to become popular. As popular. In my opinion.
Yeah.
And it also had the unfortunate bad movie. If the movie was good, the books would be that much more popular. But the books are incredible. There's so much lore. He creates his own language. Like, in the back of the books, there's literally a glossary of terms that are made up in the story.
Same with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
With Dothraki. Me and my English 10 teacher at Coopersville, we learned Dothraki.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So in the books, first off, the books are amazing. They're great stories. The movie is supposed to be based off the first one. It follows the storyline a little bit, but the characters are nothing like what you picture them to be in the books. They're not even as they're described in the books. And it's not a good movie. It's just not.
It's like a movie that's a really good movie that's a movie. Get it?
No.
But yeah, you've never seen the Harry Styles interview with Woody Harrelson?
No.
For that movie with him and Florence Pugh?
No.
Oh my gosh, it was
Oh,
funny.
is that the... I know what movie you're talking about. That was the one where it was like a fake reality or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I heard that movie sucked.
It did suck. That's what I was going to talk about next.
Okay. Well, I'll just finish with Aragon sucked. The books are amazing. If you haven't read the books, read the books because they're so good.
Yes.
There's one scene in one of the books. The book's called Bressinger, and it's basically Bressinger is the word for fire, and it was the first spell that Aragon ever learned. And there's a scene in one of the books. I don't know if you can say it's a scene. There's a chapter in one of the books where he's building and creating his own sword. And when you make your own sword, it's imbued with like magical properties, and it's sort of like I'm trying to think what other things have this, where like names have power.
Yeah.
Is that Lord of the Rings where names have power? Like real names. Like there's your name is Nick, but then you have your real Earth-given name.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know if that's something that's just from Aragon or not, but
I think that's in Lord of the Rings.
it might be.
And I think it's definitely in Game of Thrones.
Is it?
Yes.
But, so basically, there's like your Earth, your human name, which is yours is Nick, and then you would have like your Earth-given, your spiritual, real name.
Yeah.
And a lot of people never learn the real
Yeah,
name.
that's
But
definitely in
he
Game of Thrones.
gives his sword the name Bressinger, as that's the name of his first spell he ever used.
Yeah.
And there's a chapter where he builds his sword, and it's one of the coolest chapters in any book I've ever read. I would literally go and just open that book and read that chapter just because it's so good. I know it sounds weird, but he's literally just building his sword, and it's the best chapter. It's so good. Anyway, moving on from Aragon, what's your next one? You said it was...
Don't Worry, Darling.
Don't Worry. That's what it's called. Don't Worry, Darling. Okay.
I went and watched this movie with my coworker at the time, Clint, and it was not it. He loved it.
Really?
He loved it. He
I feel like it's an either you love it or you hate it sort of movie, but I don't know.
He's a big fan of Florence Pugh, so he absolutely enjoyed it, but I came out of the theater like, that fucking sucked.
Yeah, that's fair. I heard it wasn't very good. It didn't look good to me.
I won't spoil anything, but it's just, I knew what was gonna happen. Like, I could already tell.
I don't hate Harry Styles. I don't really care for Harry Styles either.
I don't think he's a good actor.
I've only really seen him act in Eternals, but even then he wasn't really acting. It was like one small scene.
He was in Dunkirk.
I don't remember Dunkirk because I was so bored with that movie, which is really weird because I love war movies and I love Christopher Nolan. I think I need to watch it again because I think it was just a day where I was off. Like, you ever have those days where you're just like, man, nothing is hitting today. I feel like it's one of those days. I think I need to rewatch it because
it's just one of those days.
I love Christopher Nolan. I love war movies. So I think I need to rewatch it because I've heard it's amazing, and I know it's Hans Zimmer music. So I'll probably go back and I'll probably rewatch it because I do love war movies. So it'll probably be something I rewatch.
Man, so that's why Captain America is your favorite, huh?
Because it's a war movie? Yeah. The first Captain America is one of my favorite Marvel movies just because it's literally a war movie.
It's very good.
The first Captain America?
Really enjoyed
it's probably one of the best Marvel movies, in my opinion.
His suit is just awesome.
It's sweet. He's got his triangle shield at first for a while.
Yeah.
And he's got like his war helmet on, and
Chris Evans just fits that part.
He does.
Really well.
It was just such a cool movie. That time frame is so cool. I love that movie. It's one of my favorites in general, but my favorite Marvel movie almost. It's so good. That's another list though.
Yeah.
Okay, my next worst movie is any Percy Jackson movie.
Whoa. Shut up.
Have you read the books?
I have, but the first one was really good. I liked the
It
first
was
movie.
not.
I liked it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay. It was not the worst movie,
Okay.
but it was not good, especially when you're comparing it to the books. First off, why were they already 18 years old almost?
Okay, yeah, I do get that because they're 13, 12 and
they're they're 11.
Oh, 11, yeah. That's right.
They're 11, which is why I'm so glad they're remaking the TV show, and the cast of the TV show looks great. I'm super excited to see it. Okay, so he just went in and rated Inception a 1 star. Fuck you. Anyway, so Percy Jackson, I did not like. The story sucked, and it didn't follow the books, and the characters were. I kind of followed the books, but there's so much that they missed out. Like, I can say Harry Potter didn't do everything that the books did, but it followed a lot of the main story and it included all the important stuff. Like, you haven't read the book, so you wouldn't really know what you're missing out. There's stuff.
I already read the first one. I listened to it. I audiobooked.
Okay. There's so many things that they just didn't have that I wish they did. Like, there's one scene in the very last one. You know how Harry finally gets the Elder Wand and his wand is broken?
Yes.
In the book, he uses the Elder Wand to repair his wand before he gets rid of the Elder Wand. Didn't do that in the movie, so now he's just stuck with Draco's wand.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's just such an easy scene to include that they just didn't.
I gotta rewatch all the Harry Potters.
Watch them on HBO so you can get the extended cuts. Because there's some really good...
I don't know, man. I don't think I want to hear that singing.
There's a lot of good extended cuts. There's like a scene where Dudley's saying Harry's not a waste of space. There's a scene where Petunia...
Oh, I did.
There's a scene where Petunia is like, you didn't just lose your mother that day, I lost my sister.
Yeah, okay, I have seen those.
There's there's that cut that I talked to you about in the previous episodes where it was like a really ominous theme right before Dumbledore died. There's so many really good scenes that they just don't include. But in Percy Jackson, it's all the scenes. And they're also not supposed to be 18. How are you supposed to make, 6 books plus a series after that with kids who are already 18 years old?
Yeah.
It's not something you can do. I don't know. I did not enjoy those. It was the same thing with the Avatar movie. They were all too old. Maybe besides Aang, but I don't know. I just didn't like them.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
They were.
Not good. You got anything else?
The Flash. I have a love-hate relationship with this movie, but the more I think about it, and I saw this movie 4 times, man. Ezra Miller's good in it and all.
He's not bad, yeah.
But
Or they're not bad or whatever.
When they're playing Secondary, okay, spoiler warning, when they're playing Secondary, that's when I love it. When he's playing
Secondary was good. Secondary was funny. Yeah.
When he did
when he's running through the street after he first gets his powers and he's like
that
is funny.
Ranger Rick or something like that. Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, that was great.
That was funny.
But,
I don't know, but besides that, I feel like there wasn't enough fight scenes. I feel like Kara got no real good screen time.
Yeah.
I feel like they brought back the big bad guy and he did nothing.
Which they marketed Zod.
They marketed Zod so
every single
much.
Trailer,
he was
TV
like,
spot,
Zod's back.
Funko Pops, merchandising, and then they barely used him.
It was not a very good movie. I thought it was. I was entertained.
I mean, yeah, I was too.
I
didn't
think it was good.
There was a lot of parts where I got bored.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I feel like it could have been shorter. I feel like there was a lot of stuff that could have been left out.
The CGI could have been better. I know it was supposed to be bad, but
that's bullshit.
That was pretty bad.
It was not supposed to be bad.
I
don't know, maybe in the scenes where they're in the time sphere thing, it was supposed to be bad. Maybe.
Yeah.
I can kind of understand that. But besides that, there was other parts that were just not great. And they had a big fight scene in this open field, whereas in Man of Steel, it's in the city and they're destroying buildings and it was intense.
It didn't add up. The timeline didn't add up for me.
It just, I don't know. I did not really.
The only part I liked is the Zack Snyder part where he did Flash's background when he was in Metropolis.
Yeah.
Because you can tell he helped do that scene because it went all gritty and Zack Snyder,
Yeah. Speaking of Zack Snyder, the Justice League, I like his version. I do not like the
Josh Whedon sucked.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Josh Whedon is not going to really make anything else in Hollywood, so I don't think we have to worry about that anymore. But
when I first watched Justice League, I was like, oh my god. When he was announced that he was gonna
take over,
I was like, dude, this is gonna be great because he did Avengers.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Nope. It sucked. It really just was.
I cannot believe Warner Brothers let that movie out with Henry Cavill's mouth looking like that.
Yeah.
It
just was not. It was not good.
And they nerfed Ben Affleck.
They nerfed everybody. Everybody sucked in that movie. That movie sucked. The CGI was horrendous.
I mean,
Doomsday
the trailers were
was.
Good. That's Batman vs Superman.
Oh, not Doomsday. I meant Darkseid.
Steppenwolf?
Steppenwolf.
Darkseid's not until Zack Snyder's.
Yeah, they cut out Darkseid.
Yeah. They mention him.
Yeah, but they don't. It's like Thanos.
Darkseid.
Yeah. It's like Thanos, where he doesn't appear until later, but you have to see the extended version.
The only thing I did like in Joss Whedon's cut is the Ben Affleck opening. Where he's taking down a robbery.
Oh, sure.
But then a parademon came and stole the show, which was kind of
I don't know. There's just nothing I really liked about it. The poster is cool.
Yeah.
Besides that, the whole movie kind of trash. But I mean, even then, the Snyder posters were cooler. You got another one?
Birds of Prey.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't like it.
I heard it wasn't good, and I just didn't care to watch it, so I didn't.
It was not good. I mean, no, it wasn't good. I'm not even gonna try to.
It just
say
wasn't
anything.
good. Yeah,
They cut out all of Jared Leto's parts, so all that you see is the back of his head. It's like they
wasn't
Henry
it basic?
Cavilled him.
Yeah, wasn't it basically they didn't want to bring Jared Leto back anymore, so they're like, let's just kind of write him out and then make
Same
Harley
thing they did
Quinn.
with Henry Cavill
Yeah.
and like Peacemaker.
We'll write him
Shazam,
out and
all that.
have Harley break up with him, and yeah, that was the whole story, wasn't it? That she broke up with him.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense because at the end of that movie, she takes care of this kid. Spoiler alert, sorry, but like
I've seen clips, but
she takes care of this kid now, and she has the 2 hyenas. And Suicide Squad, they
They're
don't
gone.
mention any of that. Like, where did she go? Like,
that
what?
movie is no longer. I mean, I guess nothing's canon anymore, but
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Chronicles of Narnia. The first one is great, but they really start to go downhill.
You know, I didn't know that the lion was Jesus.
No?
No, I didn't know that was like a Christian-based movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. But he's like, it's not a Christian-based movie, but he's like supposed to be a representation of Jesus.
Yeah, I
like
didn't
he
know
rises
that.
from the dead.
Like when
he's like the savior of all of.
yeah, when he says that
Narnia.
I'm a different being in your world or whatever.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, what does that mean? And
I don't
then-
know if I've never read the books, so I don't know if that's actually how it plays out in the books. I know there's a lot of books.
I think it is.
Because
I
I'm
looked it
actually
up.
really excited because Netflix now has the rights to this, and they're making movies. And Greta Gerwig is making them. She's making the first 2.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna start with the first with the Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, because I think that's not technically the first one. I think the first one is like called the something chair or the stepfather's chair. I don't know. I could be wrong.
The father's chair.
The father's chair. No, it's there's more than just the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. I don't think it's the first one. I could be wrong. Yeah,
The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Return to Narnia, The Voyage to the Dawn.
Oh,
I think it is the first one.
is it? Okay.
I think you're
Okay.
just high.
I've never read them. What was I think? Oh, the Silver Chair.
Which is the fourth
The
one.
fourth one. Okay. Oh, the Magician's Nephew. Okay, so they made them, I guess, in order, kind of. They changed the name because I don't think it's Chronicles of Narnia. Prince Caspian, not Prince Caspian: The Return to Narnia, but
Wow.
they are making at least 2
Yeah.
to start off with, and Greta Gerwig is going to be the director of them.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to them. I think that they can do a good job. I liked The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. I thought that was a good movie. But after that, they really started to go downhill. The Voyage of the Dawn Treader was not a good movie. It was very boring and slow. I was not a fan. Yeah, chronological order. I knew it. The Magician's Nephew is first one, and then The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Okay, so I feel like they're gonna do
The Horse and His Boy. And what is this, never-ending story?
Oh my! I feel like they're probably gonna do it in chronological order. I have a feeling.
Well, they should.
They should. So I'm excited to see what happens. And if they do it in chronological order, then I'm going to have no idea what's happening in the first movie,
Yeah.
which I'm excited for. Because I kind of already sort of know the story since we've seen the first one that was originally made. So I'm okay with it. I'm excited for it. But in my opinion, the Narnia movies went very downhill after the first one. You got anything else?
My last one is The French Dispatch. I didn't really enjoy that.
You know, I didn't, but I did at the same time. Like, I love his art style. I love, like, the way he films things and how it's, like, symmetrical, and obviously not all the scenes are like that, but he's also super weird, and he does what he wants. I thought, artistically, it was a very pretty movie. I thought the stories that were being told were dumb. Like, I think my favorite story was about the artist.
That's what I was about to say, the art.
If the
one.
movie was just about the artist, it would have been a good movie.
I thought it was funny when they got all pissed off at him because...
Because he painted down the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, like, my favorite part of the movie was the artist one. Besides that, I was bored. I don't even remember the other stories, really. Like,
I
I think there was one with Timothée Chalamet, and he's like
banging this old lady.
he's like,
I
yeah.
don't know.
It was just weird. It was weird. I don't know. I guess I
Edward
could,
Norton was one of them.
Edward Norton was one of them. I don't remember what his story was either. I don't know. I feel like it was.
Oh,
Just,
I actually have another one.
I feel like it was just forgettable.
Norton.
It was
Yeah.
forgettable. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your Edward Norton one?
Glass Onion.
You didn't like Glass Onion?
Okay, I'm a
Really?
huge fan of Knives Out.
Okay.
Like the first one.
Yeah.
But when Glass Onion came out and I watched it, I was like, this kind of sucks.
I disagree.
Okay, I saw him grab the glass. Like, swap the glass.
Did you?
Know? Yeah, so at the beginning, so I was like, oh, it's Edward Norton.
Okay.
So, like, because he put down his glass, and then you can see him grabbing the other glass and handing it to him.
So you're saying if they changed that scene where it doesn't show that happening or something,
Yes. It
or they showed it in a different way, it would have been better? But that scene is what ruined it for you.
That and, I don't know, some of the cast members. It's like Death on the Nile for me. It's like they have the
Okay.
big stars in there just to kill them.
Just take it, yeah. Like,
Which Death on the Nile wasn't that great either.
I didn't even mean to finish it. I need to because I want to watch that new one that's coming out.
I don't think you have to
Venice
watch them.
one. I guess you probably don't. It probably doesn't really relate
Because
to another
they
one.
didn't mention anything about murder on the something train.
I don't know. I
love that.
With Glass, I do too. That was a good movie. Murder on the Orient was good. I don't know. I like Glass Onion. I thought it was good. I wish Dave Bautista got more screen time. I always wish Dave.
He's a good actor.
I always
and
wanted
everybody's,
Dave
like,
Bautista to
dogging
get.
on him.
He always dies. Like,
have you seen
in
Knock on the Cabin?
does he die in that one too?
Yes.
Are you kidding
He
me?
kills himself. Spoiler alert. He kills himself.
Early?
Not like halfway.
That's so annoying.
Not even.
Like,
I don't know.
he dies so quick in every movie. Like, I'm glad he survived in Guardians. Spoiler alert. But
We should just say there's gonna be spoilers for movies.
there will be spoilers. It's a movie
in
conversation.
like our intros.
So I don't know. Dave Bautista is a great actor. I don't think he was given the full potential as Drax, but he killed it as Drax every time. His jokes always landed. He was hilarious, and I can't see anybody else playing Drax. But in every other movie he's in, and he's great, he always dies. Blade Runner, he's great for the couple minutes he's in it.
I totally forget he's a Blade Runner.
Yeah, he dies right away.
Yeah.
It's so annoying and
He's
sucks.
the new Sean Bean.
He's the new Sean Bean. I saw this post that said Sean Bean should be Uncle Ben. Just so they can kill him. But also I can see Sean Bean as Uncle Ben.
Dude, they were gonna have Toby as Uncle Ben
I think that was just a fan theory.
Dude, I don't know. There's some pretty exclusive leakers out there saying that Toby was gonna be annoying. Well, you obviously wasn't know him, but as Uncle Ben.
I don't know. There's a lot of leakers.
I think they made fake scripts.
Was it that Grace girl? Because she has some bad takes.
Oh my god. Here's
Anyway.
my bad take on Grace Randolph. I do not like her.
No, she's really just annoying, and I don't think anybody really likes her. No offense to
I
Grace.
used to watch her, but after her opinion on Logan, how she dogged on it, I was like, nah, nope, don't like you anymore.
I don't know. I don't think she's a very good leaker, or just, I don't
She just
know.
has a very annoying voice.
Yeah, she is annoying.
Me too.
Anyway,
very
okay, so I'm going to throw a couple out there. Max Steel. We talked about this the other day.
Bad.
I don't think we talked about it on the podcast.
Terrible.
But it's based off of a cartoon show that was really entertaining. The movie was not good. It was boring. Wasn't fun. Didn't like it. Another one, also based off of a book series. I don't know how many books you read, but I used to read books all the time. There's this series. It's called... I can't remember. The first book is called I Am Number 4. But there's a bunch of different numbers that come into the book series. The first movie that came out, I Am Number 4, was not very good. It was pretty bland and not very entertaining. Didn't really follow the book that well. It didn't not follow it, but it's just, I don't know. And then I have one other
I do too.
that's based off of a book.
That's my real
and then
last one.
I'll let you come in with your last one.
Okay.
So this movie is called
Whoa,
Seventh
whoa, whoa. Before we
Son.
start that, did you rate Hereditary a 4?
Yeah. Listen, I did not like it.
Huh.
I did not like it at all.
Huh. Okay.
I hated it.
Oh my gosh.
So much.
Hold up.
I really just hated that movie.
Okay. I guess.
You don't like Inception? I cannot like
Inception's very bad, but bro.
Hereditary's terrible.
Dude, it was so. I was on my seat, bro. I mean, I just recently watched
I was
it,
laughing at it.
Oh, dude, when she's floating in the air.
When she's
I woke
floating.
up in a new Bugatti.
When she's floating, when she's hitting her face on the wall, when there's random naked people standing in the forest, there's so many scenes that are just like when she got her head knocked off and he just leaves her body in the car and goes to sleep. I was laughing the whole movie at how stupid it was. It was just so dumb. Okay.
You can go
so
to your last one.
my last real one is Seventh Son. So this is based off of a 13-book series called the what's it called? It's called the Seventh Son. It's called the Spooks something. I can't remember. The Wardstone Chronicles. It's called the Wardstone Chronicles. It has Jeff Bridges in it, which I love Jeff Bridges. He's the best part of that movie. If they made that movie well, and they continued making more, Jeff Bridges would have killed it as Master Gregory. He's the spook. Basically, I think you would like the books. You'd probably not like the movie because the movie sucks. But it's basically about monsters, and they're horror books, but they're easy read, sort of.
Okay.
There's 13 of them, and they're based off of like boggarts and devils and different mythical horror creatures. And Jeff Bridges' character is the spook, and his job is to go to different villages and purge it of these evil entities. So he basically, it's sort of like a priest. He'll like hold like a cross and be like, be gone, and like he'll vanquish like dark entities. And Thomas Ward, it's called the Wardstone Chronicles, is the apprentice of the spook. And so in order to be a spook, you have to be the seventh son of a seventh son. So your dad has to be the seventh kid, and then your dad has to have 7 kids. And if you are that seventh son, you have special abilities that allow you to fight these demonic entities. And the movie is called Seventh Son. That's not even what the first book is called. They literally took, I think, the first, second, and some of like the third book and combined it into one shitty movie. The CGI was decent.
I remember that scene. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. Just because of that one picture, yeah.
So the movie itself, if it was not based off of books, would probably be decent, I would think. But they took 3-ish to maybe 2 books and put it into one movie that wasn't good, didn't really follow the story. It was not good. I didn't like it. It was upsetting because the books are really good. There's 13 of them. They had the opportunity to make an incredible franchise. Like, can you imagine a 13 movie franchise? We don't have anything like that besides like a Marvel.
Fast and Furious.
In Fast and Furious, but that's not even
Mission
at 13.
Impossible.
Now that one's at what, 11
Mission Impossible.
or 9? What are they at?
I think it's 8.
I don't know.
This
I'm
next
not
one.
caught up. But
Star Wars.
even though they're at 9, like if they made this series and they did it one at a time and they did it following the books, they had the opportunity to make a massive franchise that is really good. The stories are really cool, but they fucked it up.
Yeah. I gotcha.
So that's my take. Seventh Son, not a good movie. Read the books. The Wardstone Chronicles are great. But I think I'm going to leave it at that. Bonus one. The new Pinocchio movie with Tom Hanks sucked.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
It sucked. It was so bad. They changed the ending too. It was terrible. Guillermo Totoro one was great, but that one was sucked.
My last one's The Great Gatsby.
I haven't seen it.
It's not that good.
Not
It's
good?
not the book.
Okay.
Well, it is, but it's not.
I feel like The Great Gatsby is a book you're supposed to read in school. I never did.
I did.
I never read it in school.
We
I don't
read
know
the
why,
book and then watched
or
the
maybe I
movie.
did. Maybe I did. It's possible I did, and I just don't remember it because I don't know. I read the things that I enjoyed in school. I read a lot of books, and that one was not one that I would personally seek out on my own. I like the fantasy genre, and that was not part of the fantasy
See,
genre.
we read The Great Gatsby, and then we read It, and then Misery.
You read it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that book super fucked up?
Yeah.
Wild. I don't know. We didn't read it. We read like Of Mice and Men and.
Oh
like,
yeah, that was like 9th grade. Like 9th grade, we read Great Gatsby.
I don't-
Mice
maybe
and
we
Men,
did
and
read
then
Great
We
Gatsby.
read like this.
I just don't
Vietnam
remember it.
book. I forgot what it was called.
I used to read a lot of war books. There's a lot of really good war books out there that should be turned into movies. There's this one book that should be turned into a movie called, I think it's called X, I think. It's about this American soldier who got injured, but he was a interpreter, so he could speak German. So basically he gets injured during war, and he's under a tank trapped with a German soldier that already died. And there is German soldiers going through the war zone, basically searching bodies to get like supplies and stuff off of them. And he decides to swap his outfit with the German soldiers, and so he gets taken back to a German hospital. And it's actually a love story about him falling in love with the nurse at the German hospital, but she doesn't realize that he's an American soldier. It's a very cool story. I wish that would be turned into a movie, because that was a great, great book. Do you have a last one of worst movies to end us off on?
I would say Halloween Ends, but that's a different discussion.
That's honestly fair. Yeah. We already talked about how bad it was. So I don't know how much more there is to say. It was bad.
Oh, there's a lot to say.
There was a lot to say.
There is a lot to say
There is a
about
lot
that
to say.
movie.
You could talk for an hour about how bad that movie
Oh,
was.
I can talk for a couple hours about that movie.
You could talk for more than the length of that movie was about how bad that movie was. It just was
gosh.
not
it.
not it. Not good. All right. I don't have anything else.
Nope.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of Watchlist Rundown about our worst movies. Feel free to check us out on our social medias. We are on Instagram, Facebook. We have a Twitter. I think we're working on maybe trying to get a TikTok. It's not working out super well right now.
Yeah, fuck you, TikTok.
But feel free to check us out. We are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as a couple other locations. So feel free to listen and follow. We would love to hear from you. So shout us out, give us a message, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.
See ya.